Hello, welcome to our Bible study on sharing benefits of food. I am Goodluck Ofebu.
Hello, I am Obe Ofebu. We welcome you to this Bible study module 5 session 20 of Living in the Image of God, brought to you by Banking Blessings Ministry. God creates every person to represent Him in human interactions with others.
To be for others what God would be for them if He lived with us in human form.
He provides resources to empower every person to perform the responsibilities.
Also, He blesses those that do.
Our program seeks to understand the meaning of living in the image of God,
Resources that God has provided to guide us,
and human responsibilities and benefits of living in the image of God.
Let us dive right in to learn and share from God's message regarding human interactions and relationships.
This Bible study begins with understanding that God granted explicit authority for people to draw food from plants and other animals.
The purpose of food is for sustenance. Food provides nourishment of the body and soul to support the functions of living, including human interactions with others.
The study focuses on understanding that food provides direct benefits to the person that consumes the food and indirect benefits to others through human interactions.
Our Bible reading will come from Genesis chapter 1, verses 29 to 30, and related passages. Let us begin with the authority to draw food from plants.
At creation, God grants to people the authority to draw food from plants.
He authorized humans and other animals to eat plants.
That is, He authorized humans and other animals to eat vegetables, fruits, nuts, and other proceeds from plants.
Let us read from Genesis chapter 1 verses 29 to 30. Genesis chapter 1 verse 29. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food.
Verse 30. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I gave every green plant for food. And it was so.
After the great flood, God extended human authority for food.
He granted to humans the authority to draw food from plants and other animals.
He granted them the authority to eat fruits and vegetables, nuts and other plant proceeds, and animal proceeds with limitations.
The limitations regarding eating animals are: do not eat blood and do not eat your own kind. That is, do not eat other human beings.
Let us read from Genesis chapter 9 verses 3 to 5. Genesis chapter 9 verse 3. Everything that lives and moves about will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything.
But you must not eat meat that has its lifeblood still in it.
Verse 5. And from your lifeblood I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal.
And from each human being, too, I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being.
Regarding the purpose for food, David describes God's purpose for food as sustenance of human living and activities,
Nourishment of the body and soul to perform functions of living,
including human interactions with others.
Let us read an excerpt from David's Songs of Praise.
Psalms 104 verses 14 to 15. He makes grass grow for the cattle and plants for people to cultivate, bringing forth food from the earth.
Wine that gladdens human hearts, oil to make their faces shine, and bread that sustains their hearts.
Now let us discuss the benefits of food. A person derives direct benefits from food that he or she consumes.
Direct benefits result from interactions between your body and the food you consume. A person is able to perform functions of living because of the direct benefits of food.
Further, functions of living performed by a person can benefit other people through human interactions.
Therefore, through human interactions, a person receives indirect benefits from food consumed by another person.
Therefore, the benefits of food consist of direct benefits for the person that consumed the food and indirect benefits for persons that interact with the person that consumed the food.
The indirect benefits of food are reciprocal, that is, through human interactions involving two persons A and B. Person A benefits from food consumed by person B, while person B benefits from food consumed by person A.
The indirect benefits of food transmit to others and chains of more others because of human interactions along the chain.
The benefits of food eaten by a person can propagate through an extensive network of people because of human interactions within the network.
The benefits of food consist of two categories.
The first category consists of the direct benefits from personal consumption.
The second category consists of indirect benefits through human interactions. A person benefits from food consumed by another by interacting with him or her.
The indirect benefits also consist of two categories. First, indirect benefits to person A due to food consumed by person B that interacts with person A.
Second, indirect benefits to person A due to food consumed by others that previously interacted with person B.
That is, person B benefits from food consumed by several others and transmits the benefits to person A through human interactions.
Because the benefits of food can extend to several people beyond the person that consumed the food, there are individual responsibilities regarding food.
Every person owes responsibilities to himself or herself and to others regarding the quantity and quality of food he or she consumes.
Every person owes responsibilities regarding food consumption and responsibilities regarding human interactions.
You owe responsibilities regarding food consumption to others in direct human interactions with you. Such people are affected directly by your food consumption.
You owe responsibilities regarding food consumption to others in indirect human interactions with you.
Such people are affected indirectly by your food consumption because they interact with other people that previously interacted with you.
This way, your individual responsibilities regarding food consumption can extend through infinite chains of human interactions that link to you.
The individual responsibilities regarding food include appreciation.
You owe appreciation of the human provider of the food you eat.
You owe appreciation of God for empowering the human provider.
You owe appreciation of God for the benefits of food.
Further, you owe appreciation of God for propagating the benefits of food through numerous other people,
including people that are not able to share the food but have opportunity to share the benefits through human interactions. Let us summarize what we learned in this Bible study.
God granted people explicit authority to derive food from plants and animals.
The authority includes limitations against eating blood and limitations against eating your own kind.
God's purpose for food includes nourishment of the body and soul to perform functions of living, including human interactions.
Food provides direct and indirect benefits. The direct benefits consist of nourishment of the body and soul to support the functions of living, including human interactions with others.
The indirect benefits are received by others through human interactions. A person benefits from another person's food consumption through human interactions with him or her.
The indirect benefits are reciprocal. Through human interactions, a person benefits from another person's food consumption, while the other person also benefits from the first person.
Therefore, the benefits of food eaten by a person can propagate through an extensive network of people because of human interactions.
Because the benefits of food can extend to several people beyond the person that consumed the food, there are individual responsibilities regarding the quantity and quality of food consumption.
These include responsibilities to self and responsibilities to others through direct and indirect human interactions.
The responsibilities include appreciation of the human provider,
appreciation of God for empowering the human provider,
and appreciation of God for the benefits of food and propagating the benefits through human interactions with others.
Please join us again in our continuing discussion of living in the image of God.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God gave us food. He gave us authority to derive food from plants and animals. And the benefits of food, his purpose for food is so that we can, to nourish our body and soul so that we can perform the functions for which he created us. Several of the functions for which he created us actually involve interactions with other human beings, interactions with our environment. And it is the food we eat that enables us to perform these functions. You are able to perform your functions of living because of the food you eat. So the functions you perform are a benefit of the food you eat. Well, people that interact with you benefit from what you do, and you benefit from what they do, which indirectly means that they benefit from the food that enabled you to do the things you do, and you benefit from the food they ate that enabled them to do the things they do. Your benefit also extends. It's not just directly from the person, but other people that interacted with that person before the person begins to interact with you conveyed some knowledge, conveyed some information, affected the behavior of the person one way or the other. So when you interact with a person B, as I call it, you are benefiting from what the person B does, as well as what the person B, the impact of interactions that he or she has had with other people. So there is a long chain of benefits, and each of these chains begins with the benefits of food that direct benefits of food that somebody consumes. You are able to do the things you do because of the food you eat. And when people benefit from the things you do, then you are in fact sharing with them benefits of the food you have eaten.
Yes, I understand that absolutely. Yeah, I understand that absolutely. But as I listen to this lesson, as I go through it, and in teaching it, I kind of feel that, there are a lot of things that should come out from this lesson. Like when you are in contact with food, or you see someone who does not have food to eat, and you are able to provide, you should realize that, making that food available to that person is almost like not mandatory from God, but you are doing a service to God that will affect a lot of people.
Yeah.
Realizing that person, when that person eats food, he has something to provide to others.
Yeah.
Which if he didn't eat that food, he may not be able to provide it. Okay. When you come in contact, a lot of us may be able to be in a position where we have more than enough. And then somehow accidentally we see maybe you have cooked more than you need. Then realize that the act of taking that food to somewhere else it is needed. It's a service you're doing to God. Yeah. Not just because you're feeding that person, but because of what that person has to do in a network that affects other people.
Absolutely.
So this is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It must tie with the work we have to do to enable or to ensure that this thing that, these responsibilities we have either as individuals, directly or indirectly because we consume food, have to keep going on.
Yeah.
And what can we do in order to... So when we give food to people, let's not... When we're in a position to provide, personally, I don't like to waste food. And it doesn't mean I must eat it. But, I kind of think it must do a service somewhere. Somebody will benefit from it. And with this lesson, I want us to look at it that benefiting from it is not because I'm just feeding that person's stomach.
No. Yeah.
Okay? That is one thing.
That's the direct benefit.
Yes, that's one thing. Yeah. But think of other things that person has to do in this maze, in this network we call the world.
Yeah.
Because we're in the, look at, for example, where we come from. The person that pushes wheelbarrow that takes your luggage from point A to point B. If he has not eaten, he will not be able to offer that service.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you might say there are millions of them, but focus on that one individual.
Yeah.
So when we do acts of kindness in providing food, we should realize that we are enabling people to be able to extend the benefits of eating food to other people around them.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good extension of the lesson of this. That yes, our next lesson will be on sharing things. But when you share food with somebody, the benefit to that person does not end with the direct benefit. There is a direct benefit to the person, but really there is more and more benefit that is dependent on the person being able to interact with other people, to do things with other people that God had blessed in his path to do, and which if he doesn't eat, really he wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, and then you who is making it available, the provider, you are getting blessings for yourself.
Yes.
And for your generation.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have gained something, we would ask you to please join us again in our continuing discussion of living in the image of God.
Thank you.
God bless you.